Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to be working on one of these Williams light bars. You've probably seen these on different types of machines. Williams, I can't remember if Bally used them. Gottlieb used different styles of these. I know for like Ship Ahoy, they had a whole different thing. I did a video on one of those. However, you do get these spinners, as you can see right here, these spinners, and you can't solder because this whole bar is aluminum. So in order to connect all these to the positive, which some people would call the ground, you need to chain all these together, and we're going to do that with some this is the playfield wire I use for doing playfield swaps. We're going to make a whole chain of them together to connect them. First, I'm going to tighten up the camera on here. So we're going to work on the first end. I want to start here and come down here because this is where the power comes in, or some of you guys would call it the ground, but it's not. These are actually the grounds. This is the ground at the ground braid. So I'm going to make a loop with my end here. I'm going to put it around on the end here. And then I need to solder it, which is the tricky part. And I think it worked this time. I don't normally make several different takes. However, this one, I couldn't get this thing soldered on to save the world with the camera in front of me. The other side was like went perfectly. This side I couldn't. Okay, we do have that soldered on. So what we're going to do next is we're going to snake this wire all the way down. And I'll show you why. See how I'm snaking it? I'm going to wrap around one, wrap around the other, wrap around the other. All the way down to the end. This will keep the wire tight, and it will make it easier for you to solder. And when we get to the end, we'll wrap it around like that. Cut the wire off, and then we'll try to stick it through the hole like that. There. I know it's hard for you to see. As soon as I'm done, I will show you. There. Let me see if I can get a light to illuminate a little better for you. Here. That didn't do any better. There, you can see how the wire is snaked all the way down. Goes to the end here, and then I have it pulled out through the end right here. So now what we're going to do, so I'll back you back out. We're going to take my little file. We're going to file right next to all the loops on the top here, like that. And that. And that. You could probably Dremel too. But what I need to do and then get these all scratched up so the solder will stick to them. The solder won't stick, you won't have a good ground. Like that. I know you can't see it that good. I'll show it to you when I'm done. It is sloppy to do this. Alright, this should be nice and tight now. The last one will probably be nice and hot. Alright, we're going to flip it over now and do the same thing. The file. You use filing on the actually socket. You want to get a nice clean spot on it so you can bite into with the solder. That was a good spinner right there. That one's already done. Or we can do a little bit right there. Anyways. Alright, again with the solder, it helps to keep a clean workspace, trust me. I've actually done this mod before. I don't know why I've never recorded it. Alright. Let's get a close-up zoom as tight as we can get on one of them. Alright. As you can see right there, we got the solder blob. We get no spinners. Alright, now that we got that done, we have the ground, not the ground, the power wire that's poking up through here. You can easily just attach it to these wires, or I'm just going to sand down right to the brass here. I'm just going to bend it over and then solder it right to that. There. Now all those are connected. Now what we're going to do is buzz out all the light sockets. There, grab 10 light bulbs. Try to grab 10. She's gone. Oh, baby, she's gone. I was listening to Hall Notes. These are Comet non-ghosting bulbs. I use the Comet non-ghosting for controlled lights on the EM so they don't flicker. If you use just regular bulbs, you're going to get a flicker. Alright, now we can just go like this. I do got to solder that one wire back on. It's broke off. Let me do that real quick. The ground wire. Alright, back with the bulb. Now one of these will be dimmer than the other. And which one will it be? It's probably going to be that one. Yeah. This one might not work. Oh yeah, there we go. So we get a little flicker out of it. However, if I change this there, now this one will be dim here, or it might not even barely do anything. This has to be doing with, I don't know if you can see, you can't see that bulb. I have a bulb. There it goes. That's lit up there. That has to do with the bonus changer. There. Now, this first bulb should be kind of jacked up. If I change it, there. So yeah, these are all, this is bulletproof now. These will always be perfect. You won't get any flicker out of them. They should last forever. So what you did is you chained all the bases together. Every single base is now chained together. And then they go through this board and they chain right into the main power wire. So even if these were not flaky before, they're definitely never going to get flaky, and they're bulletproof right up to the main power. So every single one is working as one big group with other ones now. And that's how you fix one of these aluminum chained sets of wire brackets. And this is on a Williams Liberty Bell. I know the Grand Prix has the exact same goofy thing like this. Gottlieb had like a giant triangle for some of their games. But yeah, that's how you fix it. And there will be some cool things along the bottom here. Give me a thumbs up. Please like and subscribe. Drop me a comment or anything. Check the description below. Take care, and thumbs up and later.